Hello, everybody, and welcome to True Crime with Shannon. I am Shannon, your host or hostess, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be covering a lot of current cases here as well as some cold cases. I've been a lover of true crime for many years, and yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about myself as we go along with the channel. But today I wanted to cover the Summer Wells case. So welcome, and let's get into it. Summer Wells is a 5-year-old that was last seen at her home in the Beach Creek community in Hawkins County, Tennessee on June 15th in the late afternoon or early evening. She had been outside with her grandmother and her mother, and they were gardening, and she had asked to go back inside the home. Her three brothers stated that she told them she was going to go down to the basement and play. When her mother came in a few minutes later, she could not locate Summer. It has been over 5 months since the young girl's disappearance, and authorities are no closer to finding her now than they were back in June. The property and Wells' home have been searched numerous times by law enforcement as well as the FBI and TBI. Search teams along with canine units have searched the area near the home as well as waterways and have not found anything. As of early November, approximately 1,500 tips have been received, but most are a result of misinformation through the online community. They have been spread throughout the internet. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, or TBI, continues to work with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office as well as the FBI to find the little girl. Detectives and agents continue to be on the lookout for a red or maroon 1998 to 2000 Toyota Tacoma with a full bed ladder rack and white buckets in the trunk's bed. This is due to reports of such a vehicle being seen in the area of Beach Creek Road and Ben Hill Road on either June 14th or 15th. This may or may not have anything to do with the case, but authorities would still like to speak with the owner of the vehicle. Both Summer's parents, Don and Candace Wells, have past criminal records. Don has been convicted of multiple violent felonies and served prison time for convictions involving drugs and burglaries in Arkansas, Utah, and Texas. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, he was cited for numerous parole violations. And his wife, Candace, has also had a criminal record in the state of Wisconsin, most recently a guilty plea on a misdemeanor domestic abuse charge in 2003. However, Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson does not believe either of their criminal pasts have anything to do with their daughter Summer's disappearance. Summer is described by investigators being 3 foot tall, weighing about 40 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing gray pants and a pink shirt. The 5-year-old is also likely barefoot. Earlier in the day, Summer had visited a local swimming hole, according to their mother, Candace. Candace, as well as a family friend, 15-year-old Hunter, as well as the grandmother, were present at the time. Their friend Hunter mentioned that Summer was briefly struggling in the water and he had to jump in to rescue her. This may or may not be relevant to the case, and you will see why shortly. Because there were 3 possible explanations for Summer's disappearance. Now, these are also being circulated on the web, but these are the 3 that I believe are possible explanations why this little girl is missing. Number 1, abduction. She was taken against her will. Someone came either into the home when she was in the basement, or she went outside and they took Summer. I just don't think for some reason that is what happened to the little girl. Number 2, accident. Now, this is what goes back to the swimming hole. Something happened to her and it's being covered up or hidden. Did Summer inhale water? Did she hit her head while she was in the water? Or did something happen when she was back at home later in the day before she was gone? That, for some reason, I'm just thinking that's something that happened that is an explanation for her disappearance. And the third possible explanation for Summer's disappearance would be that she just walked away. She simply wandered off on her own. And I don't know, considering that she's lived in this location, which is a remote area in Tennessee, I don't think that she would do that, considering what her parents have said, that she doesn't wander off. She's just not one of those types. Now, I guess it's possible that she saw an animal, maybe she saw something, and she decided to wander off, and go see it. That's possible. So again, all three of these are possible explanations for why this little girl has disappeared. Sadly, we are over 5 months into this case, and we have no further. They have no further leads. The law enforcement. The interview room on YouTube, run by retired homicide detective Chris McDonough, has had a few great interviews on this topic on his channel. He's spoken not only with the parents, Don and Candace, but he has spoken with many others, including that friend Hunter, who was with Candace in summer that day that she disappeared, and as well as a Sunday school teacher from their church. So I highly recommend you check out his channel if you're interested in more information about the case and and the folks surrounding it, all the interested parties. I'm going to link to his channel in this video, and definitely head over there and check out what he's found out on his personal investigation. So at this point, Summer's just gone. It's like she just vanished in thin air. And as we know, nobody just vanishes into thin air. So, I mean, this little girl, I would love to believe that Summer is alive and well, and then one day she's just going to be found. Sadly, the longer someone's gone, the more likely that they're no longer alive. And that's just the sad fact when someone's disappeared. And all I can do is hope and pray that this little girl is found alive and okay. But we'll see. What do you think of the disappearance of Summer Wells? Please let me know in the comments. And if you like what this channel is covering, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post another video. Thanks guys for checking out my video.